The moment I slipped the old family heirloom ring onto my finger, a chill crept up my spine as if I'd awakened something long dormant. My grandmother had warned me that it carried the weight of our ancestors' watchful eyes, but I dismissed it as mere superstition. The whispers began softly, indistinct murmurs that danced at the edges of my consciousness, growing louder with each passing hour. It wasn't until the ring tightened painfully against my skin that I realized my ancestors were not pleased with my betrayal. I had sold the family estate, a place they held sacred, to a developer who promised modern luxury. Their displeasure was palpable, but it was the penance they demanded that truly filled me with dread. The whispers grew into a cacophony, each voice echoing the same demand: restore what was lost. I tried to reason with him, but my pleas were met with silence, the ring constricting further as a reminder of my obligation. Desperate, I sought out the developer to undo the sale, only to find the land had already been torn apart, the foundation of a new high-rise cutting into the earth like a scar. Panic welled within me as I realized I could never return it to its former glory. The whispers crescendoed into a scream, demanding restitution through whatever means necessary. In my desperation, I turned to an old family grimoire, hoping to find a ritual or spell that could appease them. The pages were filled with arcane symbols and incantations, each more cryptic than the last. Hours turned into days as I pored over the book, the ring's grip relentless, my finger now a swollen, throbbing reminder of my failure. The whispers had fallen silent, replaced by a single, haunting voice that spoke of a blood debt, a sacrifice to balance the scales. I knew then that the ancestors demanded something far more precious than land. The full horror of their demand hit me as the voice revealed the final part of the ritual: a life for a life. My heart raced as I realized that the only way to satisfy their wrath was to offer my own bloodline as reparation. The ring tightened one last time, the metal biting into my skin, as if sealing the pact. I stood alone in the dim candlelight, knowing that my betrayal had cost more than I could ever repay, and that the legacy I had hoped to escape would forever bind me to the sins of my forebears.